man, as soon as you walked in, I said he became a movie star. I mean, I had to coach this guy, Jacobs, from McLean High School, man.
Come on, man.
Tulsa?
Yep.
You know they're selling your jersey right down the street?
Yeah, man, this is crazy.
Huh?
How does that work?
I don't know. I was hoping you were getting paid for it.
Nah.
But you're signing that.
Oh,
you
yeah,
got to sign that from here. Give me a microphone. McLean freaking High School. I was going to buy 6 of them.
Come on, man.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
So look at you. What kind of pants? You going to WWE wrestling bout later tonight, or what do you got going?
It's actually it's a brand called Who Decides War, man. Just something a little different.
You know, you and I go way back.
Yeah.
I mean, what a day draft day was, bringing you to the Raiders. You became the feature back. Could have won Rookie of the Year had you not gotten hurt.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I still think you should have won Rookie of the Year. Going on Hard Knocks with Incognito and Antonio Brown.
Oh, yeah.
You always had my back.
Mm-hmm.
You always played your ass off. You practiced your ass off. Great competitor, and I just want to thank you again personally.
Nah, man, I want to thank you too, man. It's definitely, took that chance on me, man, and like I tell people all the time, you're one of my favorite coaches for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, shoot, man, tell me about where you are, Green Bay. I had my first son, Deuce, in Green Bay. I was a receiver coach for 3 years. You know, playing with the Raiders, a great mystique, a global organization. What's it like being a Green Bay Packer?
Man, it's definitely different. Like, the history is crazy out there. The people, it's weird because they're, like, so friendly. Like, everybody's friendly.
Yeah.
It's, like, very genuine. It's kind of crazy. But just playing in that stadium, knowing all the history, knowing how electric the fans are, obviously the Lambeau Leap and things like that is definitely elite.
I remember going to Vegas. I said, oh, shit, I got to be the head coach of a team in Las Vegas. I got to deal with Josh Jacobs. Oh, my God, man. There's a lot of distraction over there at the casinos and all that stuff for all of our young players.
Yeah.
But when you go to Green Bay, there ain't many places to go. What the hell do you do with your free time out there?
Really, man, just fish. That's about it. Anything outdoors, they be having, like, they let us go out and shoot and, and shoot bow and arrows and all of that type of stuff. So it's real chill. Like, it's nothing but football. It kind of remind you like a small college town. It's just football.
Mm-hmm. You've changed the identity of that offense. Coach LaFleur, hell of a coach, great offensive mind, Jordan Love, a lot of young receivers, good tight ends. I think of LaFleur and I think of like the L.A. Ram offense, one back, a lot of passing. I watch the Packers, man. You guys run the ball more than anybody in the league in the first quarter. You really are the tone setter for that offense. Talk about that a little bit, Josh.
I mean, coming in, especially the first few weeks, I felt like we was kind of just like missing a certain type of like juice and like spark. Like we were still playing good and things like that. But we have a group of the youngest NFL team. So like we have a lot of young guys on that offense. So for me, I was always like, man, let me get the ball, let me set the tone and let me get it rolling.
I was laughing watching you play Miami because it was cold as hell, man.
Yeah.
I said, I don't know how Jacobs is going to like it out there. It's going to get cold, man. But you were wearing short sleeves.
Yeah.
And you almost looked like you were intimidating Miami because of the weather, and then you added your style of play. Talk about just tell me about the weather and how it impacts you.
Yeah, so, like, it's not – honestly, I thought it was going to be a lot colder.
Really?
Yeah, but normally January is really when it starts to get cold out there. It probably snowed like 2 or 3 times last year, so they was like, I didn't really get to feel the weather like how it normally is. But I love running in the cold because don't nobody want to tackle me. And so for me, like all it takes is me to hit somebody hard 1 or 2 times, and like the rest of the game they kind of like catching me. So I love playing in the cold.
I remember we played the Saints on Monday Night Football, and we ran 96G lead. We went to the 3 technique. We checked it. And you came out of the pile one time, and you hit about 14 Saints, man. And, I mean, your running style is vicious. You'll fucking hammer people, man. And I feel that in Green Bay. I just feel the physicality. Can you tell the young running backs out there what your running style is?
Yeah, so for me, man, I like to play what I consider mind games. I like to hit people early, especially the DBs and the linebackers. I like to hit them early to set up everything that I could do later. I feel like DBs, they always do 2 things. Either they catch after you hit them or they shoot, for your legs after that. So, like, it's just setting up anything else that I want to do later in the game.
Mm-hmm. But you're looking for action.
I'm
early.
looking for it for sure. Yeah.
And the stiff arm, you've always had a really good stiff arm. I've loved some of the brandishing you do to people on the sidelines. But I got to tell you, that one you got against the Honey Badger on Monday Night Football, did that surprise you when you saw the film?
Yeah, I didn't know he flew that far.
Yeah.
Like when it happened, I was like,
What's the key to a great stiff arm? Give me that. Show me what is the key to a great stiff arm?
The key is leverage. You got to pick. So, like, every DB now is taught to swipe at the hand. So you got to kind of size them up, and the later is the better. But leverage, if you try to get somewhere within the arm, like the shoulder, the shoulder, the armpit, or when they put the crown of their helmet down, catch the top, it's just like timing, really. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's a good one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What did teammates say in the film room the next day?
They was like, damn, he flew 10 yards. I'm like, shit.
You remember the blitz pickup drills that we had?
Yep.
Young running backs coming into the league, running the ball is one thing, catching the ball is the other thing. But the one thing I've always admired about you the most is how good you play without the ball.
Yeah.
Maybe a reference on pass protection and what makes you so good at it.
I think when it comes to pass pro, it's just all about want to.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think everybody can do it. It's just some people don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you just got to know you got to strain. You got to know. You got to watch film that week to know who you're going against. Are they a bull rush? Are they finesse guys? And that lets you know what tool, in your toolbox to use. So for me, it'd be weird because, like, if you stun a bull rush guy early, they don't keep running like that. They'll try to pick a side, and, you got to know what they're being taught. Most defenders are taught to win inside. So you already sit inside, you make them go outside, and you just use your leverage after that.
The Saints, the running game that you like, I used to say we got to get under the center. I need to get under the center. I got to get him 8 yards deep so he can get some momentum going towards the line of scrimmage. And I see the Packers doing that for you at times.
Yeah.
But you also have a very creative shotgun running game. And your offensive line, they pull a lot. You'll pull both guards, both tackles. Where are you now? What are the top 2 or 3 runs that are in your wheelhouse? Can you put it in my terminology a little bit? You still like Wanda?
My favorite is still duo. Duo is my favorite because, you got the double team, what we used to call it the 600-pound block, and you basically just manipulating the linebacker. Basically, it gives you the most options, I would say. But we had a play last year that we had kind of created where we motion. And we in shotgun, and we motion, and then we come down, and then we pull the guard and the tight end back the opposite way. That was probably my favorite run because you could tell, like, the defenses was confused. They like, hold on, what's going on? And then I feel like every time we called it, we either got a big run or it was a good game. So it was smooth.
You guys are running duo out of the gun.
Yeah, we do.
A lot, man. You don't expect that play out of the gun.
Yeah.
But you like bouncing that out to those corners, those poor corners.
Yeah, they always tell me, they're like, we're going to block everybody and we're going to lead the corner for you. And I'm like, all right, that's a win.
How you handling all this success? You got the new contract. How you handling all this?
Man, I feel like for me, I've been through so much, like, in this league, whether it's from coaches to, like, GMs or whatever, all of that type of stuff, and dealing with the contract with the Raiders, and being able to see the different type of perspective from the business standpoint. I feel like it made, like, me coming in, like, very more aware of the situation, and just, like, what I need to do and what's important. And I think that's just a part of learning, for real.
Green Bay was lucky to get you, man. I mean, how's it feel to be the old man on this team? How old are you now, 26?
26.
I mean, you're like the old guy on this team,
Yeah.
man. But what's your leadership style now? You were a rookie coming into Oakland, but now you are essentially the face of the franchise and the undisputed leader of these Packers. What's your leadership style?
I would say when I first came in, the biggest thing for me was just putting in the work. I wanted the guys to see. So for, like, the first 2 months, I just wanted them to see me work. And I let the work speak for itself. And then as I got to know the guys and spend time with them, whether I had a cookout at the house or whatever, had the guys spend more time with them, I started to learn who they are, how they even accept coaching. And then, like, I started to go about how I talk to them. And so when I was being vocal, sometimes you got to tell them, like, the truth. And I try to hold everybody from the best player to the worst player to a certain standard. Like, I'm not above nothing, you not above nothing. And that's the only way, we can really figure it out to win.
Can you tell me about the quarterback a little bit?
Yeah.
Jordan Love, I want to hear about him.
Special, man. I don't think people really know how good he is. I think he was like 5th in like QBR this year, and that was a down year for him, supposedly. So I think that he's very poised. He's one of them guys, man, where like he's never rattled. He's gonna stay in. He's gonna be the last guy in the building. He's gonna be the first guy in the building. He does everything the right way. He talks to the guys. He has relationships with the guys, and then when he get on that field, his arm, like the talent, I'm like, man, I think when he gets like truly comfortable in what he know his capabilities he can do, and then also within the offense, sky's the limit for that dude, man.
I like your tight end, Kraft.
Yeah, he's a beast.
He looks like John Mackey running a damn ball. What's he all about?
I tell him all the time, I said, man, you got the potential to be top 2 in this league right now. Like, and early in the year he was getting a lot of catches, you could see it. But man, he reminds me of Kittle so much, just because he can catch the ball with the best of them. He can run. He has good speed, but he also blocks. Like, a lot of guys don't be physical. Like, it's either one or the other. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got the whole package, man. He's a dog.
We had Max Crosby in here yesterday, reminiscing about the old days, and unfortunately Renfro's gone, and Waller's gone, and Derek's gone. A lot of guys I coached are gone. What's your recollection of our days back then?
I would tell people all the time, I said, man, they always ask me, like, how was Gruden? How was he? I said, man, he was a fun coach. Like, you always brought the juice every day into the meetings. You always uplifted us in the meetings, and you just made the learning the plays and stuff fun. You made it exciting. So for me, I was like, I'm blessed to be able to say that I came into that type of situation. I was hurt, man, when you left. I was like, man, like, still love you, still one of my favorite coaches. I tell people all the time, I'm like, I don't care what you hear, what you say. He's a great man, a great leader. And you got my support always.
A lot of people criticize my draft picks, because I did make some mistakes, I guess, if you want to be honest. But anybody that criticizes this pick, they can kiss my ass. I got this one right. I thank you for being my friend, and you know this. I'm pulling for you, man.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
And I'm expecting a lot. I think the greatness in Josh Jacobs is in the future, man. I mean, you really got a chance to put some years together. Charles Woodson, he reinvented himself in Green Bay. He was a great Raider. We drafted Woodson, and he went to Green Bay, and it settled him. It focused him. Tell me about your family real quick.
Yeah.
I want to know about these little ones.
Yeah. So it was actually, man, on the 3rd, my son just turned 9.
Yeah.
So it's crazy how that's going. Like,
9 years old.
Getting old, man.
He'll be playing with you by the end of your contract.
Man, I'm not trying to play that low.
Is he an athlete?
Yeah, so he plays soccer though. He plays soccer. He loves soccer. But man, all my family, man, they come down. My pops, he's doing real good. My little brother, he's in school at UAB. So it's a lot of moving parts, man. But it's been fun, sure.
You changed your stance, man.
Yeah.
Why'd you do that? Just to piss me off?
Hey, I'm surprised you noticed that.
Yeah. Let me see it. Tell me what you changed and why you changed it.
Yeah, man. So I'm like right here.
Yeah.
I'm like right here now. I used to be like up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So give me the genesis. What?
I think I changed it because when I'm tired, you can't tell. You know what I'm saying?
You're always played possum.
Yeah, like it
you
always
remember
looked the
up
same.
in Cleveland when it was a blizzard?
Yep.
And we were kicking their ass, and they knew we had to run the ball. We all knew we had to run it because we couldn't throw it. You were playing possum in that game too, man.
Yeah, I remember
You get
that.
up off the ground like someone shot you. Oh man, I said leave him in the game. But you are playing a mental game with the defense sometimes, right?
Yeah, most definitely. I think football it's a lot of that. It's a lot of mind games, and like you say, sometimes I act like the hit hurt, and I know the hit didn't hurt.
Yeah.
But I'm letting the guy think he got one over on me, so when I see him next time, I'm gonna try him.
Yeah, I remember a lot of times you'd be out there playing. I never wanted to take you out of the game.
Yeah.
And Bisaccia or Kirby Wilson or somebody would take you out.
Yeah.
Don't you take him out of the game, you know what I mean? I would have ran you into the ground. It's probably a good thing you and I aren't together anymore. But you keep rolling, man. You keep rolling. You keep pounding the rock, and just know I love you, brother.
Nah, I love you too, man.
Right, man.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. A lot of people are talking about these shoulder pads, and I'm amazed at how you can carry the ball in the NFL and not have a big old set of pads.
Yeah.
These are the smallest, lightest pads, and these are the ones you wear?
Yeah, man. So since my rookie year coming in, X-Tech has been the brand that I've used, man. And the technology that they have in this is unbelievable. The flexibility, how light the pads are, you like legit do not feel a hit in those. You know, so it's really crazy to me. You know, 90% of the players in the NFL right now is wearing those pads. Pat Surtain, you know, Josh Allen, guys that just won some major awards, they're all in it. So it's the wave, man. You kind of got to get on. If you ain't on it right now, then it's kind of crazy.
I say The Walking Dead could wear these the other day. I'm going to get a pair of these. I mean, the way people criticize me, I should get some X-Techs. I could walk around and take a beating.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But thank you for all you're doing for football, and a lot of kids love watching you play. So let's freaking keep it rolling, man.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, man.